Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're looking at something you probably have sitting in your fridge right now, or, at the very least, something you've enjoyed on a warm summer afternoon. The strawberry. It's one of the world's absolute favorite sweet and juicy fruits. But as we're going to see today, this everyday colorful treat actually hides an incredibly fascinating botanical history. We're going to peel back the layers, or actually rather the seeds, to uncover the untold story of the strawberry.
Let's just dive right in with a huge misconception. If I were to ask you, is a strawberry actually a berry? Well, the name itself pretty much seems to give away the answer, right? Well, despite its highly misleading name, a strawberry isn't technically a true berry at all. I know, it totally shatters everything you thought you knew about your favorite fruit, but the botanical reality is actually way more complex.
Botanically speaking, a strawberry is what's called an accessory aggregate fruit. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Well, most fruits grow directly from a plant's ovary, but not the strawberry. That delicious red, fleshy part you're eating. It actually grows from the receptacle, which is essentially just the cushioned part of the stem that holds the plant's ovaries. This unique little structure is our very first clue that the strawberry is an absolute botanical rebel.
All right, so moving into Act 1, Botanical Secrets and Surprises.
To really understand this plant, we have to look at what exactly we're eating. You know those tiny little quote-unquote seeds speckling the outside of a strawberry? Well, actually, scratch that. They aren't seeds at all. They are individual, tiny fruits called achenes. An average strawberry has about 200 of these microscopic fruits dotted all over its surface. That big red cushion is literally just there to hold all 200 of these true fruits together.
Crazy, right? And the surprises definitely keep coming. Get this, strawberries actually belong to the Rosaceae family. Yeah, the rose family. They are direct relatives of apples, cherries, peaches, and yes, the beautiful roses you put in a vase. This family tree perfectly explains why strawberry plants produce stunning, delicate white flowers before the actual fruit ever develops. So technically speaking, a basket of strawberries is just a very, very delicious bouquet.
Now, we all picture bright, vibrant red when we think of strawberries, but nature actually offers way more than that. Depending on the variety, these fruits can grow in white, pink, yellow, or even golden colors. The white strawberries are particularly fascinating. They're considered a rare delicacy around the world, and believe it or not, they actually taste a whole lot like pineapple.
As soon as winter thaws, these plants get right to work. Strawberries are actually among the very first fruits to ripen up as temperatures begin to rise in the spring. But they have an incredibly short growing season, often just about 3 weeks in many regions. Local farmers have to work tirelessly to harvest them super fast, because once they're ripe, they spoil really easily. It makes fresh spring strawberries a highly fleeting, precious seasonal treat.
Which brings us to Act 2, Health, Nutrition, and Healing.
Let's take a quick trip back thousands of years. The ancient Romans seriously believed strawberries had massive, wide-ranging healing powers. They used them to treat practically everything, from fevers and inflammation to digestive problems and fainting. They even believed strawberries could cure sadness. Now, while modern medicine doesn't exactly back up all of those ancient prescriptions, the Romans were definitely onto something regarding the fruit's impact on human health.
Okay, let's bust a common modern myth. When you feel a cold coming on and want a burst of vitamin C, you probably reach for an orange, right? Well, when comparing oranges to strawberries, it turns out that strawberries are actually one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C on the planet. Just one serving provides a massive portion of your daily requirement.
Today, modern science totally backs up that vitamin C payload, showing it actively strengthens our immune system, improves skin health, and even promotes wound healing. On top of all that, strawberries act like armor, protecting the body from harmful free radicals using powerful antioxidants. Because they are naturally low in calories but high in fiber, they make for an absolutely incredible, healthy daily snack. The Romans might not have known the word antioxidants, but they were for sure right to value them.
All right, Act 3, a global strawberry obsession.
The real kicker here is the sheer volume we eat. In the United States alone, the average person eats around 8 pounds, that's about 3.6 kilograms, of fresh strawberries every single year. Just imagine 8 pounds of these sitting on your kitchen counter. It is a massive quantity for a single type of fresh fruit, and it really just goes to show how totally dominant the strawberry is in our global diet.
So how on earth do we eat 8 pounds a year? Well, their versatility is just completely unmatched. We don't just eat them fresh out of the basket. We freeze them for our morning smoothies, boil them down into jams for toast, bake them into cakes, and churn them into ice cream. And of course, we dip them in chocolate for decadent desserts. Their flavor profile allows them to seamlessly fit into practically any recipe you can think of.
So where are all these millions of pounds of fruit coming from? Well, if you're eating a commercial strawberry in the US, there is an 80 to 90% chance it was grown in California. Thanks to its incredibly mild climate, rich soil, and uniquely long growing season, California utterly dominates production. Different regions across the state harvest at different times throughout the year, which is basically the magic trick that allows us to buy fresh berries in grocery stores almost year-round.
Finally, let's head into Act 4, Fascinating Fears and Festivals. Let's dive into a kind of bizarre reality. As universally beloved and sweet as this food is, it can actually trigger severe anxiety in some people. This is called phragophobia. It's an intense, super rare psychological fear of seeing, touching, or eating strawberries. It's a pretty profound reminder of just how complex the human brain really is, that even a harmless, delicious natural treat can be a source of genuine panic for someone with this condition.
But for those of us who love them, there is a day of pure celebration. Go ahead and mark your calendars for May 20th, because that is National Pick Strawberries Day. This is a fantastic annual holiday that encourages families to get out into nature, visit local strawberry farms, and pick fresh berries right off the plant. It's just a really great way to appreciate the hard work of local agriculture and to taste seasonal produce exactly when it's meant to be eaten.
Our final stop takes this cultural obsession to a whole new level. The town of Ripen in Belgium actually has an entire museum dedicated exclusively to strawberries. Yeah, you heard that right. Visitors travel from all over the world to learn about the fruit's rich history, its meticulous cultivation, and the massive role it has played in the local Belgian economy for generations. It is a true testament to the global cultural importance of the fruit.
So, we've journeyed all the way from discovering that a strawberry isn't even a true berry, but a cushion for 200 tiny real fruits, to learning about its ancient Roman medical uses and exploring its massive California farms and Belgian museums. The strawberry isn't just a sweet summer snack. It is a literal botanical marvel with a rich, centuries-old history. So the next time you bite into one, take a close look at all those tiny achenes on the outside and think about the incredible story you just learned. Will you ever look at a strawberry the same way again? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.